In this video, I'm going to attempt to clean this filthy digital camera sensor to find out if it's salvageable or needs to be sent to the scrapyard for parts. This camera has been sitting in a video podcast studio for about a year, and approximately half of that time has had no lens or lens cap attached to it. At first glance, the sensor looked like it may have been damaged by impact, but upon closer inspection, it looks like maybe it was just dried liquid droplets that happened to fall on the sensor, say if someone were cleaning and happened to spray some cleaner that drifted onto the sensor, or maybe someone walked by and sneezed on it. Yeah, I'd rather not think about that either, so let's move on. So maybe this has happened to you and you don't even realize it. Your images come out fuzzy or blurry or blotchy, but your lens is clean. What could be the issue? When shooting on film cameras, as long as the front and back element of the lens are clean, you'll have a clean image as long as your exposure is correct. And that's because in this case, your film strip is essentially your sensor, and it comes out of a clean cartridge. You take your photo, advance your film, and it's a new section of film that's clean every time. But the world of digital photography has awarded us the luxury of instant gratification thanks to image sensors, which process the images digitally and display them on screens, usually on the back of the camera, right away. And for today's purposes, we can classify modern digital cameras into two main categories: those with non-interchangeable lenses and those with interchangeable lenses, both having their own pros and cons as related to this topic. Those with non-interchangeable lenses, such as your cell phone camera or a point-and-shoot camera, have fixed lenses in front of the sensor at all times, which make it very difficult, if not impossible, to clean if dust gets on it. And then there are your cameras with interchangeable lenses, such as DSLRs or higher-end mirrorless cameras, which make it easier to clean your sensor if dust or debris get on it, but simultaneously make it easier for dust and debris to get on them in the first place. I'm going to start out by clearing off any large dust or debris from the sensor or surrounding areas with this one-way air blower. It allows air in one way through the back side and pushes it out through the front side, and this is so it doesn't suck in any dust that's being blown off of the surface you're cleaning. There's a link in the description below if you want to pick one of these up yourself, but pro tip, I keep one of these in my camera bag everywhere I go. Now that's out of the way, it's time to break out the big guns with the sensor cleaning kit. This is our last line of defense on the front lines of do-it-yourself sensor cleaning. Traditionally, camera manufacturers would have you send your camera into them, and for a fee, they'd clean it up, perform some light maintenance on it, and send it back to you. And while that's still the preferred and recommended method for camera maintenance, that's not going to help you for your trip this weekend, or a big photo shoot right around the corner when you could very well be faced with a 2 to 3 week turnaround time. So I definitely recommend keeping one of these cleaning kits on hand just in case, because you never know. And with just a few drops of the cleaning solution on the end of the sensor swab, and we're ready to go. Using the one side of the sensor swab we applied the cleaning solution to for the initial swipe, then spinning it over to the drier side for the final pass. And it's okay if a little bit of cleaning solution is left on the sensor, because as you'll see, it dries residue free within seconds. And can you believe it, with just one swab and a few drops of cleaning solution, and it looks like nothing has ever touched this sensor before. I thought for sure that it would take at least 2 swabs, but this did the trick perfectly. Before we slap on a lens, throw in a battery, and take a few test shots, make sure you hit the like button if you've gotten anything useful from this video, and subscribe if you feel like I've earned it. I'd appreciate either so much, and be sure to click the link in the description to pick one of these kits up for yourself, and I'll see you guys in the next video.